This is part two of the video I did on. This is the second part. This is the second part of. This is the second part of the video that I did on the first video about June's Diary and Escape. The second part of the video is album review. Now, two new albums came out on Friday, which was Keyshia Cole's 11/11 Reset and also Boyz II Men Under the Streetlights. I'm glad that they have these streaming apps like Spotify and Pandora and even SoundCloud, because back in the day you had to either buy that whole CD or whole album and you only like one or two songs and you were mad because you spent a whole lot of money on a lot of songs. So that's what I like about the new technology today, that you can review a whole album through a stream and see which songs you like and which songs you don't like. I was so upset and disappointed by Boyz II Men. I knew they were trying to do something similar to what June's Diary did, paid homage to the people who came before them, or the artists who came before them. But they went so far back to the 50s and 60s, and I was a little girl in the 60s, so I didn't quite hear some of that music. But you know, my mom was playing it around the house, some of that old big band type of music. And I didn't like it when I was a little girl. And that whole album just turned me off. I was so upset. I only liked the 3 songs on there. I'll Be Running Back to You, and the one they sung with Amber, I think her name is Amber Timberland or Amber Hart or something like that. I know she used to be on Glee. Anyone Who Loves, those 2 songs are about the 2 best songs on there. I mean, I've heard Fools Fall in Love so many times, I don't even like that song. I mean, I know Diana Ross, she was more hip back in the 60s, but Fools Fall in Love was like a 50s type of song, and I didn't like that at all. And it was like I was just so disappointed, because I had bypassed buying Fifth Harmony's new album just to buy Boyz II Men album, because I like them better than Fifth Harmony. But I was so disappointed and I was so mad and upset. And it's like now I'm going to start reviewing I'm going to start streaming a whole lot of albums, because if I only like 1 or 2 songs, I'm not going to spend $14.99 on an album and I only like 3 songs. I'm only going to buy the songs that I like. And so from Boyz II Men, I only like 2 songs, so I'm only going to spend $1.29 for 2 songs. That's not bad, because I'd rather spend $1.29 for 2 songs than to spend $14.99 for a whole album that I'm not going to listen to. I'm just sorry, I'm not going to do it. And I also listened to Keyshia Cole's 11/11 Reset. I like every song. I like every song on that album. That's the type of music that I want to hear and I want to listen to, is where the whole album is good. It's not maybe 1 or 2 songs that are kind of okay to me, but the majority of the album is real good as far as Keyshia Cole Reset. So since I want to buy a new album so bad, she might be the only album that I buy this year outside of June's Diary whenever they make a new album. Hopefully June's Diary will have an album out next year and I'll be able to purchase that. Also, I did take a second listen to Tamar's album, Bluebird of Happiness. I only liked it only 3 songs at first. There's only 1 more song that I like on there, so there's only 4 songs that I like on there. So those 4 songs I will be buying. But Keyshia Cole's album, I just might buy the whole album, because I like everything on Keyshia's album. To this date. Boyz II Men, they should have let somebody stream that album. Maybe they just wanted to put out an album maybe they just want to put out an album to please their fans. But I kind of agree with some people when they say maybe we shouldn't rush Kelly or June's Diary's album, because I feel that if you're gonna rush an album and you're gonna put out a nothing album that nobody really wants to hear, I don't think this album is gonna sell too much as far as Boyz II Men, not unless you are real old schoolie from the 40s and 50s, and the majority of those people are older than me, because I know my mom was in that category, but she's passed on. And so I know a lot of people who were in the 50s, probably, or some of them are probably still around, but we don't want to hear that. At least I don't want to hear that type of music. Even though I grew up around that type of music, I don't want to hear that type of music in 2017. I'm sorry, Boyz II Men, you really disappointed me. I am so upset. But anyway, Keyshia Cole helped me get over my sadness from Boyz II Men. This is A. Wesley. I am out.